So when I was in my late 20s, I remember I was working at this software company, and this guy who was just a few years older than me, maybe 35 or something, he would always kind of lord it over us 20-something-year-olds that, he'd say stuff like, I'm too old for this shit, or we would reference some pop song or something, and he'd be like, oh, you guys make me feel old, or when you get to my age, blah, 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 blah. And I remember finding it really annoying, and it stuck in my head like, shit, I don't want to ever sound like that, no matter what age I am. So that was 25 years, that was a lot of years ago. Now I'm, I should know my age, 52, almost 53. And I'm at this particular age where I have some friends that are over 20 years older than me. And I have some friends and colleagues that are over 20 years younger than me. And I've been thinking a lot about ages and attitudes. Another layer to this is the novel I've been working on. If you've been watching my videos, this is the story I've been talking about for the whole 15 years I've been doing YouTube videos. It's basically, I wrote 2 other novels in the process of trying to finish this damn historical novel. So something about time and age is just on my mind, let's just say. I also think about all this generational talk, especially with the election that I'm terrified about. But we're constantly talking about boomers and millennials, and boomers are blah, 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 and millennials are so blah, blah, blah. And, I understand that it serves us, the different eras and generations, but I think it does us a disservice to think too much about it when really I want it to be more about humans connecting with humans. I love mentoring younger people. In my work, sometimes I'm mentoring people fresh out of college or, they're in their 20s. And I love the energy and skills and adaptability and cleverness of these younger people. And I do like to slurp up some of their energy and passion for certain things. I love working with younger folks, and I love having some older friends who I get to hear some of their stories and experiences and wisdom from the things that they've been through and lived through. In my day job, I work in the tech industry. More and more, I tend to be the oldest person in the room. And every now and then a little thing goes through my head of like, I'm too old for this shit. And I'm trying to stop myself. It's the attitude I'm trying to avoid. It's like, I'm going to do stuff. When I feel like I'm too old to do those things, I'm going to do other things. But I always want to have that openness about life and activities and the people around me. Look, I know every generation has a bunch of assholes, but there's also amazing people at every age. So, I get tired of overly stereotyping every group. And so bringing that back to the novel that I've been working on for, 20 years or something, I don't know if I'm going to finish this novel. In many ways, I think I'm getting close. In a few ways, I think maybe it's too late. I pulled out this New Yorker. Wait, where's the camera? I pulled out this New Yorker magazine thinking it was a different one that I had been saving. This one is called 20 Writers for the 21st Century, and it came out in June of 1999. Yeah, it's wild to see these writers like Jhumpa Lahiri, Nathan Englander, Rick Moody, George Saunders. Anyway, I thought this magazine, when I grabbed it from my shelf, was another New Yorker magazine called 30 Writers Under 30. And I remember I bought that when I was like 29 or something, thinking, oh, I need to become a great writer in 1 year. It didn't happen. Now I'm 20 years past that threshold that I missed. And one change has been, I'm no longer longing to become some great writer. And so when I think about this book, I'm no longer aching for it to become a bestseller or whatever, dreams I had earlier. But underneath those dreams that I've kind of mostly shed, I think my only hope for this book is I think it would be nice to finish it, and I think it would be nice for it to affect a few people. I guess what I'm trying to do as I try to bring this book to its finish line-ish, hopefully, maybe, I'm trying to keep the openness and joy and delight from when I was a young, passionate, curious writer. But I'm also trying to capture some of the wisdom and reflection of maybe an older, more experienced writer who's no longer chasing after these dreams of fame and fortune and just wants to tell a decent story that a few other people can enjoy. I hope no one ever catches me saying I'm too old for this shit. Okay, that's it. Somebody young and energetic, please pluck out all the smartest pieces of this and turn it into a TikTok. This still wasn't funny, but whatever.